Hello folks, it's Zodiac Lunch, and yes, today we have an aspect. Finally. It's a bit of a tricky one. We have one tomorrow too, but let's just stay on track. Let's get this one done first, right? So today's aspect, we have Mars and Aquarius, squares, Uranus and Taurus. And I know, yeah, get your Uranus jokes in. Come on, hurry up. I know we've seen conjunction. We've seen, which conjunction is usually a potential for something to happen. We have seen sextile, which is usually a flow of all of the energies in which something will happen. So you might be thinking, well, what is square? Square means that these aspects are opposing each other. So this means planetary wise, if you could put it on a plane, where you just see the planets, that means that these are opposing each other in a square, okay, in a square shape. And what that means for us is that even though these things can still work together, we usually have to balance both. And these aspects usually come with a lot of tension. The good thing, they're temporary. So for most signs, I mean, we already see Aquarius right there and Uranus, which isn't necessarily home in Taurus right this moment. I mean, it's in it, but they're getting along as best as they can. They're like roommates, okay? College roommates. We're going to make this work. Mars and Aquarius, little difficult, okay? And it's only difficult because Aquarius tells it like it is, even if they don't understand that there's no point in telling whatever person that. You can tell them all they want. If they don't want to listen, they're not going to hear. And for Aquarius, that might make them yell louder or might make them say something worse, that type of thing. So with this aspect is it's really telling us to listen to what we have to say. Think about it before you say it. If you can't, if it's just reckless flying out of your mouth, please be completely okay with this being someone you're not going to speak to again. Maybe you just have to tell someone off really fast, but this isn't someone, you're going to pinochle with or whatever, you know what I mean. This isn't someone who's going to be in your everyday life. Or even if they are, you're ready to close that door. And that's just not to Aquarians, that's to anyone, because of course we know with the political climate and all of that, relationships around this time, it's getting warm outside, so homeless sexual season is officially over. So you might say something out of your mouth that you regret, even if this person did you wrong. But the issue with that is if you're not ready to close that door, you just may not want to say it out loud. And on the flip side with Uranus and Taurus, that's about think about like the community, your morals, the things that mean a lot to you in the aspect of your home and your hearth, or where you work, or where you make your money. And so if those issues are so righteous to you, are you applying them to yourself? Are you applying them to your home? Or are you being a bit of a hypocrite? Yeah, I told my friend to do X, Y, and Z, but my situation back home is just as ridiculous. There's a lot of people who are in miserable situations who will give miserable advice to other people because, they don't want to be told to leave or to stay, or that maybe they're the issue, or that this other person is the issue, whatever it is. And so they might just be enticing other people to stay in the exact same situations and then upset that the advice isn't working on the other side when, hey, the advice wouldn't even work for you. Or, you're giving, like I said, hypocritical advice where you're saying one thing and doing another. Especially in relation to like generations, what you might be telling the younger people around you. You can't tell them to make this choice and that choice, and you're doing something blatantly that's the opposite of that. Whether that is, just an issue with some type of addictions or spending, you can't tell them to spend on everything, not to spend on everything, or that they're loose with their money. And then like the Amazon delivery driver knows you personally. You can't, this at least is not a great idea, right? So be aware of how you're speaking and how those things reflect back on your home. Okay, guys? I'll see you all soon. Bye.